Long ago, in the land of Zuberi, there was a small village called Lulama, surrounded by thick forests, flowing rivers, and mountains that touched the clouds. The people of Lulama were known for their music, farming, and the wisdom passed from one elder to another. One stormy night, as lightning cracked the sky and thunder rolled like distant drums, an old woman named Nana Wakesa heard the cry of a baby. She followed the sound and found a basket floating gently on the swollen river. Inside was a baby boy, dry and calm, wrapped in cloth, woven with patterns no one in the village recognized. Around his neck was a tiny calabash gourd, sealed with wax and tied with a red string. Nana Wakesa took him in and named him Jabari, meaning brave one. Jabari grew into a kind and clever boy. Though he had no known mother or father, the village raised him with love. Still, there were whispers. The old seer, Baba Shaka, once looked into the fire and said, "This child carries a gift or a curse. Time will decide." Jabari never opened the calabash tied around his neck, even though children dared him to. Nana Wakesa told him gently, "When the time is right, it will open on its own." Years passed, and the land began to suffer. The river dried up, crops withered, and animals grew thin. The people prayed to the ancestors, but no help came. Then, in a dream, Jabari saw a glowing woman, made of water and wind. She said, "You, child of the river, must return to the place where the wind cries and the water once danced. Only there can the blessing be revealed." Early in the morning, Jabari set off with only his calabash and a walking stick. He walked for days into the forest, facing many trials. Finally, Jabari reached the river's heart, a place where water once flowed in abundance. He knelt down, feeling sorrow in his chest. At that moment, his calabash broke on his hand, and an old glowing woman came out just like the he saw in his dream. "I am the spirit of the river Luma," she said. "When you were a baby, I saved you from a flood, placing my blessing in your care. You were chosen to return that blessing when the people had forgotten the river's song." She touched Jabari's forehead and vanished in a shimmer of light. From the ground where he stood, a stream started flowing, clear and strong. It grew into a river immediately, flowing back toward the village. Trees came alive. Animals returned. Crops sprouted in dry fields. When Jabari returned, the people bowed before him. "You are the Blessed One," they said. But Jabari only smiled and said, "I was never cursed. I was never forgotten. I was always part of something greater." And so, every year, the people of Lulama celebrated the Day of the Blessed Orphan, reminding each other that sometimes the smallest child carries the greatest blessing. And deep in the forest, the river Luma still sings his name.